the Mad Pad. WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. The John and Gordy Family Show. Who wrote this? Did you type this on the on the Outline Family Show?
What did I write on there?
John and Gordy in the nude.
Oh.
What's that about? Are we going to take off our clothes today?
Who typed that?
That was on there yesterday too, John. That was about
the naked bike ride?
The naked bike ride, yes.
We didn't notice it yesterday.
No, we didn't see it yesterday.
Well, it'll be a nice day to be naked.
It's
beautiful today.
It's going to be really hot.
Yeah, temperature today 63 degrees. Not that hot today, but over the weekend.
Oh, yes, you're right. I looked ahead, and the weekend's going to be in the 90s.
Yeah, let's dial up the
92.7
roulette wheel.
Right?
92.7 on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, let's do the roulette wheel.
Okay,
what do you say?
Yeah, let's
see what the high temperature for today will be.
Been pretty accurate.
We don't want to wait on the weather. Let's get right to it.
Let's do it.
Okay. It's going to be 77 for an afternoon high today.
Wow, that's
we'll
not
check
too
in
bad.
with Brittany Merlot a little bit later on today and see what she has to say about it.
I think
she's weather aware. That's what she tells us. Be weather aware if it's stormy. Yeah,
pretty catchy, the little badge, weather aware.
What a difference from yesterday morning when we had those downpours and everything was crazy, and then that cool front moved through. And
I'm tired of checking the weather on my phone all the time to see if I'm going to survive or not. This climate change thing has got us all on a little edge. Right? I mean, this isn't good.
The whole world is on edge.
Yeah. And I mean, all the floods now in Florida.
Isn't that
You
crazy?
read about that?
Oh, man, yeah.
Just, 6 or 7 days of flooding down there.
Yeah, just won't
Can you imagine what the homeowner's insurance is going to be like after this?
Forget about it.
And this is, again, I mentioned this yesterday about, climate change. There are a lot of deniers on the right.
Yeah.
And
they still don't get it.
And what they're doing is they're making us all pay for it, right? In homeowners insurance, on cleaning up our water under our sinks. We have to do all of these extra things in order to just get along in our climate because they don't believe in it.
Right. Yeah. Sam?
John, my uncle is a climate change denier, and last year he packed up his whole family and moved to Florida.
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Well, that's a good idea.
Have you heard from him
wonderful
since?
idea. I haven't really talked to him since then. No, but I wonder when he's going to get it through his thick skull. What's going on?
Wow. Yeah, and when you talk to him, ask him about his homeowner's insurance.
Yeah,
or renter's insurance for that matter. My God,
that's wow. Yeah. Yeah, they've had so much rain, just deluges every day. It just doesn't let up.
Yep.
Yeah. So, thankfully, our weather is much better here.
Yes.
Yeah. Although it's going to be really hot over the weekend. You got plans for Father's Day? It's this Sunday.
Oh, no plans for Father's Day.
What?
It's going to be a very tense time around the Peterson house.
The boys in the basement going to stay in the basement?
Boys in the basement will probably forget that it's Father's Day, like they did with Mother's Day, and my wife is not happy about that, so she's not lifting a finger to help anybody remember Father's Day or anything else. So,
okay.
She really holds a grudge, doesn't she?
Yeah, just a little.
She's a grudge holder. Yeah.
No.
That Ann Peterson, I'll tell you.
It's just that, I mean, these are I'm not teenage boys, but these are boys,
You
boys.
think of them as teenagers,
yeah.
maybe.
I see them as the little kids yet every time I see them. But, no, really, serious. Parents always see their kids.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, they see that young little kid crawling around the floor every time they look at, your adult child.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
But, it's one of those things that, they're boys. This is what they do. They don't remember holidays. They don't remember anything. It's not a big deal to them. And here we are. We're trying to get along in our lives, celebrate all the holidays we can before the end comes.
Get them in.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's just.
But isn't Father's Day a big deal to you, John?
No, I celebrate Father's Day every day.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I actually like that mindset.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it is.
Was your father? Did you celebrate when your dad was around?
No.
Really?
No, we really didn't celebrate Mother's or Father's Day very much.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, you didn't. How about Christmas? Did you celebrate Christmas? Thanksgiving?
Wow.
Any of the big ones? The main ones?
No,
Really?
we had to be reminded of Christmas often.
Really? No tree in the living room? Nothing? Really? Stockings hung by the chimney with care? Nothing. None of that crap. Huh?
We didn't deal with that kind of stuff. No way.
Okay. What a sad existence. That
holidays
must
are
have been
for
awful.
sad sacks out there. If they need that kind of support, fine.
Okay. Wow. So we were at the Madison Night Market last night. Actually, we weren't together, but I took the early shift.
I came early.
You were late to the game. You just stroll through and say hello to a couple people, and then you're gone.
Well,
that's what I understand.
Yeah,
but I understand that you met an old friend there last night, right?
I did.
You mentioned this just before we started here this
Kathy,
morning.
She works at Costco, and she checks the receipts before everybody leaves Costco.
And you've known her for many years.
She has listened to the family show for a long time, the John and Gordy show, and all the other iterations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a big fan, apparently.
Yeah.
And I knew that because every time I'd leave the store, she would make the announcement to everybody that here comes John Peterson, the family show, celebrity, whatever, she'd just make up this big announcement announcing John Peterson, the radio guy. And I'd asked her if you could just keep it down just a little
Oh,
bit.
come on. You love it. That's why you shop at Costco, probably.
Because of her.
Because of her.
Yeah. And she stopped by the booth yesterday.
Yeah?
And
then
we were talking, and she was saying, well, everybody's wondering about me. Kathy is doing this, and Kathy. And I said, Kathy? Oh, right over here is Catherine.
Oh, really?
Program director. She goes, oh, she's the boss.
Wow. What did Catherine say?
She's got the villain boss thing going. I just love that. That was great.
Did they?
She liked that.
Did she?
Catherine liked that. Yeah.
She's the boss.
She's got that celebrity thing on this program now.
She does. Yeah.
The mean-spirited text she always sends us.
It's not yet.
It's nothing there.
Maybe she's not awake yet. I don't know. Yeah. Although I think she listens right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because we get notes pretty much every day.
She listens to all 2 hours of every show?
I don't know, but
Must
we
be
do
dedicated.
We usually get a text around this time.
No wonder she's exhausted all the time. Listening to this program.
So Kathy from Costco.
Yeah, that was funny.
Maybe we should get her.
She's the boss.
We should get her in here. So she's been a lifelong fan.
Yes.
Wow.
She won tickets to the Sexy Liberal show at the Barrymore.
All right. Yeah, that was a few weeks. You got the shirt on today.
I did. I finally got the T-shirt in the mail. I ordered it at the Barrymore.
Sexy Liberal T-shirt.
And it didn't have my size, so I had to order it online, and I got it. I finally got it in the mail yesterday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I love this thing.
Yeah. Great.
It has Madison written on the back.
Does it?
Yeah, part of the tour.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get to the National Day calendar.
All
what
right.
do you say?
Yeah, let's do that. I love this.
I know you do. I know you do. Do we have the music? I just can't hear it. Okay. What day isn't it today? One of these days does not belong. Cucumber Day, Movie Night, Wear Blue Day, New Mexico Day, Army Birthday, Bourbon Day, Shot in a Beer Day, Strawberry Shortcake Day, Pop Goes the Weasel Day, and Flag Day. One of those days does
not Flag Day.
Well, you're wrong. It is Flag Day.
It's not Pop Goes the Weasel Day.
Well, you're wrong again. That's 2. You want to?
It's not Bourbon Day.
It is Bourbon Day. That's 3 strikes. You're out.
It's not movie night.
It is movie night. You want to keep going?
Well, Cucumber Day sounds stupid, so it can't be that.
It is Cucumber Day. You want to keep going?
No.
That's
I'm done.
5.
I'm a big loser today.
Sam?
Did you say shot in a beer day?
I did say
it's not that.
Well, you've got the list right in
No,
front of you.
I don't. I didn't look at the list right now. I just
well, you are
that.
correct, sir. You are correct,
right.
sir.
Is that what you did last night? Shot in a beer?
Shot in a beer. No, I
Left
didn't
early?
do that.
Okay.
Ah, boy. All right. Well, let's get to a few of these. I don't think we should do them all. Let's just pick out the best
Cucumber
ones.
Day is such a stupid day.
Cucumber Day. Why not? Let's see. Should we check? Yeah, let's check that one. I like cucumbers. Are you not a cucumber fan?
You know
like
what?
pickles?
I'm thinking now.
No.
You know, they have the symbols, emojis,
Yeah. Oh boy.
and
Those
this,
always confuse me. But go ahead.
well, but
Yeah.
it just occurred to me,
Yeah.
just looking at the pictures that you were scrolling by for cucumbers, why don't they have an emoji for cucumber for penises instead of eggplants? They use eggplants for penises, a symbol.
That question seems to be
That's a good question.
bothering
John.
you.
Let's get some callers on that.
608-879-8255. Why don't they use cucumbers for penis emojis?
See,
Here on the John and Gordy show.
I hate
That's the way-
emojis more than anything.
I do too.
And then when I look at them, I think, why did they pick that symbol? What is that?
Exactly. That's what I usually say. Like, what is that?
Yes.
And why? What are they trying to tell me?
And when they send eggplant, I didn't know what the hell that was, right? I had to look at them. I had to question Google on it.
Right? Yeah. I think there are dictionaries and stuff.
Yeah.
For emojis.
Why would somebody send me
an eggplant. Yeah.
an emoji of an eggplant?
I would love to see somebody on the text line just send you a ton of eggplant emojis
Oh,
right now.
no.
Oh, don't they have a cucumber emoji?
Don't
That's
give
much,
them any ideas.
better.
Well, Cucumber Day. That's today.
There you go.
You can almost taste the crisp, watery goodness of a cucumber
Oh, don't.
during the summer months.
All right.
With fresh fruits and vegetables at our fingertips, we feel
I
very
hate-
little guilt.
I hate
indulging-
cucumbers.
Do you really?
I really do.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They're good for you.
I like pickled
Yeah, I
cucumbers,
like pickles,
but I
too.
do not like cucumbers.
All right. Well, we'll get to the rest of the National Day
Oh,
calendar.
yes, I can't wait.
Also, a little bit later on, we're going to talk to our sports guy, Mike Clemens.
Yes.
And Rocker will be here in the studio talking about the Max Inc. preview. It's all coming up on the Friday edition of the John and
We'll
Gordy.
find out more about Aaron Rodgers.
What's going on with
Oh,
him?
yeah.
He's his wheels are off the wagon.
Yeah, the wheels
Something
are
like that. I don't forgot that.
Mad Radio, WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. The John and Gordy Show, broadcasting live from State Street, just a few blocks away from the Capitol Dome.
What a beautiful morning it is. Yeah. Highs today in the upper 70s, right now 63 degrees. It was wonderful last night at the Madison Night Market. It was great to see everybody out there.
Yeah.
We gave away a bunch of T-shirts and talked to a lot of people. Came up and
It was a madhouse down there.
it was crazy, but a lot of fun. Yeah.
There was a guy on State Street playing the xylophone.
Yeah.
I missed the
vibes.
xylophone.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they call
Well,
it? The
vibraphone probably,
vibraphone?
but yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
But they were fun to listen
Yeah.
to. They were really big in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who made it famous? Lawrence Welk.
We have Lawrence Welk to thank for a lot of things.
That's right. You can still see the reruns, I believe, on
Yeah.
public
PBS.
television.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Hey, back to the National Day calendar, because I know you love to do this stuff. It's National Movie Night.
Yes.
You're Mr.
Yes.
Movies over here. Come on.
Yeah.
National Movie Night. Pop some popcorn, grab a blanket, and your favorite buddy. What? Put away the cell phones and tablets, and then queue up a string of movies for a fun night of entertainment. National Movie Night on the second Friday in June encourages us to start or restart a tradition of movie nights.
There you go.
With family and friends.
You should start.
Yeah?
It's not even a restart for you. This is something you should start watching movies again.
Yeah.
You have
I just
that
don't- I don't-
nice living room.
I do.
TV up on the wall.
It's
gorgeous.
beautiful. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, you're probably right. Now, I ordered a ping pong table yesterday.
Oh, you found one.
I found one that fits on top,
Yeah.
that it
Yeah.
supposedly fits on dining room tables and stuff. So I'm going to move the hutch out of the dining room and put that
Yes.
down in the basement, make enough room there. And my son's going to come up and play some ping pong. I'm hoping he may surprise, but I'm not getting it till next Wednesday.
Oh, okay. No, is he going to help you take the hutch down? That's a
not-
massive piece of furniture.
Sam, I was going to ask you if you could help me move a little furniture
Who
around.
who did you get to move your piano last time?
Actual
Movers.
piano movers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did it. They did a great job. Yeah.
See, the
I
thing
think
is,
it was 2 men in a
you
truck.
can't ask
or-
your friends to do it
three men
because
in a
they're
truck.
ancient and they have back problems.
Yes. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the heavy stuff.
Saw a meme once that was, if you're over the age of 30, no longer offer your friends beer and pizza to help you move because they're too old.
Exactly.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, movie night, fantastic. We're setting ourselves up for movie night now.
At your house?
yeah.
The Peterson household?
Yes.
No kidding.
Well, we're attaching a computer
Yeah.
to the living room monitor.
Why do you need
The
a computer
television.
on your monitor?
My sons have been on me to do this for at least, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Why?
They
What's the
think
purpose?
it's normal. You can cruise the internet, you can play all these things off of YouTube, or you can stream, illegal movies all you want.
Wait a minute. Illegal movies? The movies are illegal, or it's illegal to...
Remember Napster?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I remember
you
that.
used to get music
Yes.
illegally?
Right? Same kind of deal
That's
with
the
movies
same
now.
deal now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't have to
I don't
pay.
like it.
Yeah.
I want people to go to the movie theaters because that's a real experience there, and the movie theaters are so much better nowadays.
So have they connected the computer yet?
But these are pretty recent movies like Fury Road, and that's the reason why we're hooking this thing up finally. I want to see Fury Road just before I go out and see Furiosa. The Mad Max saga continues.
Okay.
So,
Right?
well,
I don't know.
You don't know any of this stuff. I don't know why I'm saying it. But we're hooking up a computer to the TV so we can stream
Mad Max.
more recent movies.
Okay. All right. Well, let us know how that goes. We should have a movie night at your place. You, me, Sam.
Yes.
I think that'd be
Yes,
fun.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to put anybody out,
Okay.
We here's the thing.
Do you have more
We
chairs?
don't have guests over very often. I don't know how these things work.
Well, you should maybe use movie night as a way to get some guests
Okay.
coming over.
All right, that makes
Make it
sense.
an open house
Right.
at your place.
And I appreciate our texter, our 227 guy,
Yeah.
whoever it is. He
Yeah.
sent us a whole bunch of 6, 7 emojis of an eggplant.
Because of our earlier discussion.
Yes.
Okay.
What is he calling me?
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
it's National Pop Goes the Weasel Day.
Wow.
How could that even?
that's
what a
a nice-
coincidence.
What a way to describe that.
Pop
Is that
goes,
is that what you told your dates?
Oh, what? That's why I'm not dating anymore. Oh, man. Let's see.
They got old by the time you were in your 30s, right?
Oh, boy. Let's see. Okay, well, let's skip that text.
Well, that's another one, yeah. Another reason to hook up a computer to the TV is to watch internet porn.
It's a different kind of illegal movie, right?
Yeah, great.
Well, it kind of. Okay. Yeah. No one watches that. No one buys the internet porn anymore, right?
No. National Pop Goes the Weasel Day celebrates a nursery rhyme that children have been singing for more than 300 years. Boy, I bet they're tired.
Yeah.
They need a little rest on their vocal cords. On this day, people dig back into their memories to the nursery rhymes they learned as children and celebrate by singing "Pop Goes the Weasel." So if you hear a bunch of kids singing that today, you'll know why. Pop Goes the Weasel.
That's a really good question for parents who have their kids in preschool.
Come on, what? Yeah.
What? Do they sing all these old songs that we used to sing way back in the old days?
That's a good question. I don't know.
In elementary school.
I have to find somebody who works at a daycare. My ex-sister-in-law works at a daycare.
Oh, you should ask her about that.
Yeah. I bet they sing those old songs.
Yeah.
Why not? What else are they going to do?
Well, there's a lot of things they could do. We're talking about the days before cell phones. Now,
right.
This is post-cell phone.
Okay.
Do they sing songs at all anymore?
You think there are kids at preschool with cell phones?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. They just have a class full of cell phones.
In the old days, they used to have a piano in some kindergarten and preschool places, and some old upright piece of junk piano over there, singing those songs. Do you have anything?
Play with some mercury.
Oh, Lord. Hey, do we have time to crack open the history books officially, Sam?
Sure. We don't have a ton today, so
Well, just get to the highlights.
The highlights.
Sure, why not? Where's our history book thing? Open
grabbing
it up.
the sheet. I'm grabbing the...
Can you open it?
We'll open the book.
It's got a lot of things in it. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, get to the right page now. All right.
Today, in 1922, Warren G. Harding, president at the time, he became the first president to be heard on the radio.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. He was giving a speech dedicating the Lincoln Memorial.
Wow. All right. 1922.
Well, who knew, right? I mean, Trump, I think, thinks that they had radio back then. When Lincoln was president. Didn't they have airport?
Yeah, during the Revolutionary War.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a good one. Anything else?
Yes, today in 1951, the first commercial digital computer is sold. UNIVAC 1, sold to the Census Bureau.
Wow.
Took up the size of a
Census
room
Bureau.
compared to your census computer now, John. It's
That's
a
right.
tablet.
Well, we call it the UNIVAC tablets now.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, we're still using that UNIVAC probably.
That's it for the history
that's
book?
That's
all.
it for now. Yeah.
Okay,
Boy.
all right.
Okay, excellent. It is 29 minutes past the hour. The John and Gordy
Donald Trump's birthday.
Friday. What?
Felonious Trump.
Is it
Oh,
really?
we'll get to that in just a minute.
Okay, it's all coming up.
All right.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
Imagine, if you will, Marilyn Monroe singing that to Trump. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Yeah, of course, she was singing to JFK at the time.
At the time.
Some big dinner.
Felonious Trump's birthday.
Today.
One of the interesting points of all of this now is how everyone on the left side is using the felony, the word felony or felonious, all the time to describe Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, yeah, actually, I saw
Eric Swalwell
in a committee meeting. You know, so yesterday
they met with
a whole bunch of Republicans, Senate Republicans met with Trump at the Capitol. He was at the Capitol for the first time since the insurrection. Just checking things out, making sure everything was fine.
How can a guy with felonies like to get into the Capitol in the first place?
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. But Swalwell just they were back in the committee room, and there were a bunch of Republicans there, and Swalwell got his turn to talk, and he said, "I just want to ask everybody." In the room here, just raise your hand if you had, met and had lunch with a felon today. Come on, guys, raise your hand.
It's great stuff.
They didn't take it. They didn't take the bait.
That is great. Then, see now,
Adam Schiff.
Adam Schiff.
No, is that?
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah,
California.
Yeah, California. He he said, they met with a guy. He was quoting the actual court record. That's what he was doing. And this is what they had to say, the jury had to say about the guy that you met with today. And he said, guilty, guilty, guilty. And he did it 34 times. It's, we should find that tape.
Wish we had that.
Yeah. Good stuff. Anyway, so it's Trump's birthday today.
That's the whole thing. That's what we're going to do now. The Democrats, the liberals, progressives, they will constantly refer to the felonies.
Yes.
In order to describe Trump from now on.
Yes. He's been proven guilty of those felonies. Yeah. So that's who he is. He's a felon.
And they want a felon in the White House. Because, if you have a lawbreaker there, heck, you can do anything you want.
Well, and Trump had some things to say about Milwaukee.
Yes, he did. It really hit the fan yesterday. By the way, a big tip of the hat to Dom yesterday on the Devils.
Okay.
Man, did he have a rant?
Really? I missed it.
Oh, it was fantastic.
About?
I think he's a Milwaukeean, as I am.
Yeah.
And he was defending Milwaukee up and down, but he just got really angry that, Trump would come out and say something that nasty about the town that is hosting the Republican National. The convention is going to be there. In fact, Trump might not even be there because he might not be able to make it there.
Why? Yeah. He said he might skip it, right?
Yeah, he might. Yeah.
Felonious Trump.
Or I'm going to stiff it.
Well, what did he say?
He doesn't want to be there.
What was his exact quote? What did he really say?
What he really said was, Milwaukee, where we are having our convention, is a horrible city. And then, of course, everybody, all of the Republicans that were at this little meeting, they twisted it and tried to make it sound like that's not what he really said. But no, that's exactly what he said. But we'll get into that. Why don't we listen to the mayor?
Okay.
Mayor of Milwaukee, Cavalier Johnson, had this to say, cut number 65. I think this is a great comment. This is the way Democrats should respond to these kind of statements from the Republicans.
Well, let's hear it.
Including Trump.
Well, Donald Trump wants to talk about things that he thinks are horrible. All of us lived through his presidency, so right back at you, buddy. I'd say that. Look, obviously Donald Trump is wrong about something yet again. I find it kind of perplexing. I find it kind of strange that he would insult the largest city in Wisconsin because he's running for president. He obviously wants to win Wisconsin, win the election. And so to insult the state that's hosting your convention, I think is kind of bizarre, actually. It's kind of unhinged in a way. especially considering the fact that in Milwaukee there are about 50,000 Republicans who live right here in the city. So you're calling their home horrible. I mean, I don't quite understand that.
That's beautiful.
No one can understand that.
That's crazy.
Oh, this really puts a whole different edge on the convention in Milwaukee, doesn't it?
So you being in Milwaukee, and as you mentioned before, Dom being in Milwaukee, he had some. How does it make you feel? Yeah.
He was so defensive and so supportive of Milwaukee, and it was just a really fantastic rant. If I could have just had a little time to kind of capture that and play it again on the show this morning, it would have been fantastic. But he said it all for me, and I just think it was one of the great rants defending my hometown.
Well, good for you.
And Sly moved there. He moved out of Madison.
Sly moved to Milwaukee?
Yeah, I moved to Milwaukee, back to his hometown.
Yeah.
We like Milwaukee.
I love Milwaukee.
Yeah, and it's changing. It's really, it's the money generator for the entire state of Wisconsin.
Well, that and the Dells.
Yeah, that and the Dells.
Pretty much.
Screw Dane County or Madison.
We do okay, but
it's the Dells.
Yeah.
You can tell a guy who worked in the Dells for a while over here.
I'm telling you, it's like the Las Vegas of
it is.
Wisconsin.
It is.
It really has.
And Tammy Baldwin said Milwaukee makes the greatest beer, brats, and motorcycles in the world. It's home to some of our most vibrant communities, hardest workers, and is a part of what makes Wisconsin the best state in the nation. Donald Trump wouldn't understand even if a jury told him. That is a great little jab, isn't it? One of the best jabs ever. And they were all nailing a Punch Bowl news guy, Jake Sherman, who actually broke this story. And he said, Trump, to the House Republicans, Milwaukee, where we're having our convention, is a horrible city.
What?
Now, he wants people in Wisconsin to vote for him, not just Milwaukee.
Sure.
And this is something that he wanted to say.
Well, he said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Brian Stile, the clone of a previous Republican.
It'll come to you.
Paul Ryan. No, I don't like mentioning Paul Ryan because he's one of the worst. He was a strict Republican, and he wanted to privatize health care to a point where no one would be able to afford it or get it, for that matter. But anyway, he's a clone. He looks just like Paul Ryan, except he's not as muscular, I suppose. But he had he twisted himself into a pretzel trying to describe, well, he didn't really mean that. He meant that crime and corruption, that was what he didn't like about Milwaukee. Well, you're still talking about Milwaukee, and you're still saying it's a horrible city, right?
And you notice, Trump has done this before, like with Baltimore.
Yes.
And there are a number of cities. I was watching a report last night, and all these cities that he calls horrible and despicable and whatever. Yeah, funny coincidence. They all have black mayors. You notice
how that works like
How
that.
is that possible? But
Well, let's
it's a horrible city.
Let's play this cut from Brian Stile. I edited it up a little bit just to kind of condense it because he was being grilled by Matt Smith from WIS. I can't remember the TV station, but go ahead. Let's play this.
Okay.
Will you acknowledge that these words at least came out of his mouth? The context is different, but did he say this?
He wasn't talking about the city. He was talking about specific issues in the city. I think it was horrible that a 9-year-old boy was killed on the north side of Milwaukee yesterday. We've had challenges in the city as it relates to the public school system. The people of Milwaukee are terrific, and there's no place better to live than the state of Wisconsin.
What context do you place it in? What was he referring to? Was it crime? Was it the elections? I've heard all of the above.
We're having a broad conversation about the challenges we face as a country, in particular the challenges that we've seen in Milwaukee. It was a broad conversation covering a lot of topics in a lot of cities, but broadly speaking here is what's important is Wisconsin is an amazing place to live and raise a family.
Remember
so in that context that you just described, he did say Milwaukee, where we are having our convention, is a horrible city.
I don't think that's the context at all, Matt. I'm saying that we were talking about specific issues, not the city of Milwaukee.
Not broad.
It went from broadly, broad
very
to
specific conversation about crime, about the city and crime.
All right.
So that kind of means, again, that Milwaukee is a horrible city.
Apparently. according to
Jesus. Come on,
Donald
Brian.
Trump. Yeah.
Oh, these guys, they're just ruthless.
They're tap
right?
dancing. Yeah. Crazy now.
All right. Anyway, that's what hit the fan yesterday.
Before we move on, I
Yeah.
really just want to play this cut from Google Voice Assistant of all places. Apparently agreeing with Donald Trump. We've played it once before, but here
Really?
it is.
Okay.
According to KDHLAM 920, Milwaukee is the loneliest city in Wisconsin, at least according to this new report.
Yes.
Sigh. This isn't hugely surprising, as it seems Milwaukee is always getting a bad rap. They were also named one of the most miserable cities in the country, which is harsh.
Which is harsh.
Well,
Sigh.
I think you could call it harsh.
Sigh. Who is that sigh? Oh, it's quoting a sigh. Okay.
That
All right.
is crazy, isn't it? Oh, my
Milwaukee's getting
God.
beat up pretty badly here.
It is.
That's just, when I was there at the Pride Parade thing on Sunday, man, it was just an unbelievable turnout. And it was great going through the neighborhoods there. And, boy, what an outpouring. And it was really, the people are just wonderful there.
Right.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I never really noticed the architecture that much of downtown Milwaukee until you're going through it slowly on a parade route and stuff.
uh-huh.
It was really.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is.
A lot
a
of
mix of old.
A lot of
and-
great old buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some new. Yeah.
Well, just kind of going in the opposite direction from where felonious Trump was going. We do
Yeah.
have a call from Dick. We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay. Yeah.
But if it's so horrible, then here's what's really happening in Milwaukee. 2 months into 2024, we are seeing even more crime reduction when compared to this time last year. And Part 1 categories of crime are down by double-digit percentages. Also, non-fatal shootings and carjackings are both down by 25%. We are a safer city, and we continue to head in the right direction. So
Okay.
there
There are the numbers.
It is not a horrible city.
Okay.
Let's go to Dick on the phone. Dick, what do you got for us this morning?
Good morning.
Well, you guys, Trump's feeling about Milwaukee. How about a judge in New York does something that makes him super happy, puts him in jail so he can do the thing virtually and he won't have to come to Milwaukee.
Yes, he could
What
do
a
him a
great
big
idea.
favor.
Yeah.
Big favor.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're thinking anyway. That's probably, the thing is, he's also floated the fact that he might not come. He might skip the convention, his nominating convention.
Yeah. Just skip it altogether.
I still say he's going to skip the debate.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll find an excuse.
Yeah,
for
he'll
that.
definitely probably require that Biden get drug tested. And if that doesn't happen, he's not going to do the debate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Something
Yeah.
like that. All right, Dick.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah. Dick, thank you for that comment. Let's go to the next phone line here. And Mark is joining us this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Yeah, is it not so much a pretzel? Is a pretzel just kind of a simple loop, or is it a Gordian knot, which we'll remember
Yes.
from myth what
Yeah.
Alexander had to do to solve that problem? Not that saying that we should put the Republicans to the sword, but maybe was it the sword? It wasn't Princess Diana, Wonder Woman's sword of truth.
That's right.
We got to
Yes.
call these
yes.
guys out.
The lasso that she
We did.
has.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and the lasso that and I think that they'd probably burst into flames if you put their lasso around them because they cannot tell the truth. I mean, that even under the influence of
Yeah.
that lasso of truth, they couldn't tell. They can't tell the truth. They simply cannot. Donald Trump has broken the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Completely.
That, I'm trying to read Malcolm Nance's book, The Plot to Destroy America, and it is just horrifying, and it just things we don't remember every day. That Adnan Khashoggi, the separation of children from their parents,
The kids in
under
cages.
the Trump administration. I mean, it just is. This is the family values, man, that they think they want to reelect.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
They don't think about the policies at all. They just love the man. By the way, Mark, your assignment is to give us a book report
That
on
book.
Malcolm Nance's book.
Yeah.
All right, I
Very
got to
good.
check that out.
6:49. We are John and Gordy on the Friday edition of the Family Show.
Can you
and we've
imagine
got-
a billboard now?
Yeah?
With what he said? Just billboards all over Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Trump saying that.
Yeah, exactly. Mike Clements is coming up. Also, Rocker on the John and Gordy Show.
Get up.
Get up.
Get up. Oh,
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. Capital City, Madison. We're on State Street, and we are here live.
Yes, we are.
We're taking your calls and your text.
The Family Show. 63 degrees right now, highs in the upper 70s today. A hot weekend ahead for Father's Day. Yeah.
I don't know how to get
Good weather
that
for the naked bike ride.
Oh, the naked bike ride tomorrow. Yeah.
Show up at James Madison Park right around noontime. They
Okay.
should be coming past.
That's
All
right. Is it?
Let's
not,
go. Let's
is
have
it-
a little John and Gordy.
12:55 or something, some odd time like that.
Yeah, I thought it was 12:55.
Something like that.
Yeah,
actually.
but if you get there at noon, you want to get a good seat.
But the secret
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
the email they send out to the participants who signed up, and they get to meet someplace.
They know.
And their
they know.
protest begins at 11, and we don't know where it's going to go, except we do know that it's going to go down State Street.
Okay. Well,
the Great Street.
You want to come in tomorrow and just sit in the studio here?
We got a great view, don't we?
Just get some popcorn.
Seems
and
really
a couple of patio chairs.
Two dirty old guys, faces pressed up against the glass.
What kind of picture are you painting? Just
well,
it's a little party in the studio.
It's the picture everybody is painting at this point.
Okay.
Oh my God!
All right.
Hey, can we cue up Johnny at the Movies?
Okay.
You can pick anyone.
All right.
But
what movie? What are you going to talk about?
No, we got movie information.
Movie
Right?
information.
I'm not even going to review anything. I'm just going to come out with some.
We're getting some
interesting,
more text. Some of these texts we can't read.
That's true.
Okay.
We can't.
The one on the bottom
necessarily
there.
get that one,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll get to that later.
All right.
We'll have to see if it clears the censorship bureau here.
So, we've been talking about Aaron Rodgers, and no one knows where the hell he is.
Yeah, where's he
What
been?
is-
He
what
didn't
is
show up to the mandatory mini camp.
What? Yeah.
What is that? Anyway?
Yeah, that's funny.
We'll ask Mike Clemens that after
Yeah, we're
7
going to talk to
o'clock.
Mike Clemens right after 7 o'clock. And I was listening to Pete Schwaba, and he was talking to another sports guy, and the guy was just on this rant about Aaron Rodgers and just being the worst quarterback, yet the great quarterback that he is.
Yeah.
He's not the worst quarterback, and he's nothing like Favre and any of the other previous quarterbacks and the problems they had. Well, I may have stumbled upon something.
What's that?
And we're going to get to it right now with Johnny at the Movies.
Okay.
And now, here's that master of the cinematic arts, Mr.
John Peterson. The passion, the pathos, the honesty, the despair.
What am I doing here?
Never before have the torments of movie critics been so vividly portrayed.
One ticket or two, sir?
3. Let's get everybody.
Come on.
Let's take everybody
You, me,
into
and
this
Sam.
one, okay?
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Well, breaking the NFL's color barrier, Amazon MGM Studios has begun development of an untitled Kenny Washington film about the triumphs and hardships of the first black NFL player leading up to his professional debut with the Los Angeles Rams. All right?
Wow.
All right, but New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers is executive producer of this film.
He is. Executive producer? He's a movie producer
Yes,
now?
the name of his production company is Awkward Handshake. There you go. So this is maybe where he's at, right?
Oh, that's why he couldn't make it
He's
to mini
producing-
camp.
Yeah, he's the producer of
Yeah,
a movie now,
hot shot.
Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time for workouts.
There's no way. I don't think
camps.
there's any way that he skipped out on practice to do other work. There's no way. He had to have gone on vacation or something.
No, I don't know. He's a movie producer now. Big cigars and motor cars.
Well,
you
you
know,
know-
he's a hot shot. Yeah.
We played those tracks yesterday, and I can't remember what it was, but one of the guys said that there's some kind of retreat in a tree house, right?
His well, a while ago, a few months ago, he did his darkness retreat.
Darkness retreat.
Yeah.
That's it.
Went into a cave or something, right?
To eliminate all distractions. Well, here's
Wow.
another distraction came right along.
That might be it. His darkness retreat, and now he's a producer of a movie. What the hell?
Well, he's got plenty of money. He can make a movie if he wants to. Yeah.
He can.
I think there's
He's
more
got
to
a lot of
producing
money.
a movie than just having money.
Just writing some checks. Oh, I don't
You
know.
think?
Some of those executive producers, that's all they do.
I got
They
a projector. I'm going to make a movie. I can play it on my projector.
Right.
Okay, here's a big one, and your eyes will glaze over. Because you
They're
don't know
already
what I'm
glazed
talking
over.
about.
Yeah, it's just the way I am.
I just got a text from Todd Michaels. He's the producer for Mino and the Mayor in Green Bay.
What are they talking about?
He says, "Why are there so many eggplants in the WMDX text this morning?"
Oh, well, we'll have to talk to him later.
That is a good question. Oh, that is funny. All right. Well, anyway, let's get to something that I know Gordy is unfamiliar with. And
What's that?
And
what do you got?
Sam, did you see any of Lord of the Rings at all?
I've seen the first movie.
Okay.
Here we
All right.
go.
At least you're familiar with it a little bit anyway.
Okay.
Stage and screen veteran star Ian McClellan. Best known for his role as Gandalf, the Wizard,
I know
in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy,
Sure.
told the Times of London he's ready and willing, if the call comes for him, to play Gandalf one more time.
Okay.
In a film spin-off of Lord of the Rings called The Hunt for Gollum.
Okay.
You remember Gollum?
No, I don't, but that's okay.
I do. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like that.
The creature in the cave.
Yeah, a little goblin sort of guy.
Okay.
Who lost the ring.
That was the okay. All right, it's all coming back to me now.
No, it ain't. But you know what? It's
but
one
I
of
do
those
know that
movies
actor.
you should see.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Well, good. He's got a gig coming up.
Maybe
one more time.
It's a spin-off, Hunt for Gollum, produced by Jackson himself and directed by Andy Serkis, and he played Gollum in the movies.
All right.
And it's due to release in maybe 2026, but maybe not.
Well, that's definitive.
McKellen added this. He said, "There is no script, there is no offer, and there's no plan." So we'll see.
Let's greenlight it. Let's go. It's good.
Let's go with that.
We're good to go. Oh, man.
Wow.
So that's it.
That would be kind of cool having a little spin-off like that.
One
The
more.
Gollum.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that would entail.
Well, I am clueless on it, but
Gollum
but I like
didn't
that actor.
Gollum didn't have much of a social life.
He was in
You
the
know what
cave
I
all the
mean?
time.
He stayed in a cave eating raw fish.
Kind of like Aaron Rodgers, you know.
You know,
think about
speaking of living in a cave and eating raw fish, sounds like my younger one.
Really?
My younger Gen Zer who likes sushi.
Yeah.
Comes out of the basement every once in a while ordering sushi and
More
goes to the door to
sushi.
get the delivery.
That's it. Wow. All right.
Because I should call him Gollum from now on.
You could. Coming up in our next hour, we'll talk to Mike Clemens, get an update on sports. Also, Rocker right around the corner. And the last day for the Scotty Summer statewide text contest. Stay with it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, mic's on the... Here, let me turn your mics on. There we go.
What time do we have to be out by?
7:19 is the end of the segment. If you...
Okay.
I don't know if we don't talk that long. Whenever.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you mean we don't talk that long?
I don't know.
I mean,
it depends how much you guys want to talk
we
about
ramble
sports.
on and on about everything. Feel free, Mike, to just ramble.
Mike,
okay?
That's John Peterson. I'm Gordy Young.
Yeah.
We'll get going here in a couple of minutes. We got to do
John?
No, this is Gordy.
That's Gordy, and I'm John.
Oh, that's Gordy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anyway,
well, you'll probably see it. Do you have StreamYard on?
I think he's on the phone.
Oh, just on the phone?
I'm on the phone.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'm on the phone.
So we're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers a little bit, and a few other things. Whatever you want to bring up is fine. We're just going to. We're not sports guys, so
yeah, we are not sports guys at all.
I'm an old Cubs fan. John grew up in Milwaukee. I grew up around Chicago area, so Cubs. And
I was a big,
but I'm a Packers.
I was
fan
a big
too.
Braves fan, and then when they left town, that was it for me in baseball. All right. So that's what happened to me.
I remember my dad took me to a couple of Braves games, about 5 or 6. Great memories, and I was an Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I went to a Braves. I can't remember who they were playing. Maybe it was the Cubs at County Stadium.
30
Eddie
seconds.
Matthews.
Yeah.
Warren Spahn was pitching. That was a long time ago.
we just those names are just so popular.
Yeah.
In elementary school,
Hank Aaron.
It's just great stuff.
Anyway, we're going to do the contest here first for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get on to sports.
Standing by, boys.
All right, you got it.
All right,
Put
thank
a
you.
stake through the heart of this contest, huh?
This is the last day for
Coming
This is
in
it.
5
The last day.
seconds.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
Do you know what this means?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
You're pretty high and far out, aren't you? What kind of kick are you on, son?
No good bastard. Your show sucks.
What made me think this was a good day to stop drinking? Buddy, do you want coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Black coffee.
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 They warned us about people like you.
What a load of crap.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? We'll do it live.
And that's the way it is.
Only on Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. Take it away, boys.
That's how it happens here. Broadcasting live from State Street. We hope you're having a great morning so far.
Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. It's the John and Gordy family show for Friday morning. And Mike Clemens is standing by. We're going to talk to him in just a moment. But first, today is the last day for the Scotty Summer statewide text to win contest. So we've got all these texts ready to come in here on the keywords that we'll have for the last day of the contest.
I can't wait to find out what that key word is for today.
We'll get to it in just a moment.
Can you just mention it quickly now?
Well, no, I'm not going to mention it here till I tell you that some of the prizes that you may win if you are one of our daily winners, all the stuff with like Wisconsin Dells prize packets every hour during the 7 a.m. hour, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., also 1, 3, 5, and 7 p.m. for the last day of the contest. Different keywords for each of those hours. And again, this is a statewide contest. We've got those Wisconsin Dells prize packs during those hours. Also, one winner a day of a Milwaukee Brewers pair of tickets, the club level tickets. These are great seats. And all the text entries are also entered for the choice of 3 grand prizes that we'll have a couple of winners for those, including a Lake Geneva getaway, a Door County vacation, and also a lake house staycation, complete with the gas to get there and back. And you can listen to WMDX or any of the civic media radio stations for the keywords to text as we go through it. So here's today. All you got to have is the civic media app, by the way.
You have to
text
have
in
that.
to win. Yeah. And use the text button on that to send this word in for today. The word is cheese for this hour. Cheese. Cheese is the word.
Yeah, can't forget that.
Check the text line, Gordy.
What? Okay, I'm not saying that. Cheese is the key word. We don't want to confuse anybody with any other keywords that you're sending in on the text right now. So, all right, get that in. During this hour, we'll remind you again.
Whoever keeps sending in the eggplant emoji, I really appreciate this. This is hilarious this morning.
We got a lot of them. Yes. All right, so that's the key word on the Scunny Summer Contest for the 7 a.m. hour, the Scunny Contest.
Should we recap why we have the eggplant emoji? No.
Yes. Go ahead.
No, let's not do that.
Okay, let's not. All right. Temperatures today getting into the upper 70s right now, 63 degrees.
I got to say this, though.
What?
About the Civic Media app.
Yeah.
I am dependent on that now.
Isn't it great?
It's amazing to be able to get a radio station anywhere at any time. No fade in, no fade out. Just it's always there.
It's really cool.
That is really cool.
Stations all over Wisconsin.
That's right.
21 stations now. We just added another station.
It's so weird.
Yes.
You're thinking, it's going to start fading out.
No.
Never fades out.
No. It's perfect.
You could be in France and listen to this. All right. Anyway, I just
people are sending us all kinds of texts this morning.
Again, that keyword.
The keyword. What? It's cheese. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. It's out of hand now. We're getting animated emojis.
We just keep digging ourselves into a deeper hole.
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
I think something tells me there's going to be a meeting later today. I don't know.
What do you say we talk to Mike?
Let's get to Mike
Let's
Clemens.
get to sports.
He's our sports guy here for Civic Media, and we're having him here on the show for the very first time. So
that's right.
Mike, good morning to you. Thank you for being with us today.
Yes, and dealing with us in some way, shape, or form.
Good morning, Gordy. Good morning, John. We met briefly at the big company Christmas party.
Oh.
And one of the producers, somebody took me aside, and they said, I'd like to be on their show. You're getting pretty popular again in Madison. And I said, well, the boys aren't really into sports. And I go, I got news for you. Neither am I. I mean,
what? Wait.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a disc jockey who keeps on getting sucked back into this.
Is that right?
I was like 20 or 21, and UWM in Milwaukee had a show that was on, to fulfill public affairs, doing a news show, and I really wanted to get on as a news anchor. I was hoping that maybe I'd have a job where I was maybe in news, and or maybe a disc jockey. And on weekends, I wanted to be an NFL films photographer down on the sidelines.
Oh, wow.
Taking pictures.
Yeah.
Well, so I get into Channel 18 in August of '82 as a kid. They're the flagship for the Brewers. They go to the World Series. I get to cover all the world, as a producer, all the World Series games against the Cardinals.
Oh,
and it's just like, and then one day a reporter, was like in his late 20s, we finished a Friday morning show, and he says, well, can you cover the Packers game with me Sunday? I go, you mean shoot camera? He goes, yeah. Okay. So he picks up the phone. He calls the legendary Lee Remmel, longtime PR director of the team, and says, Lee, I need two. And okay, you can pick him up. We'll call. And I said, that's it? Yeah, you're going to be on the sideline shooting camera at the Packers game.
Wow.
And so it's been that way.
That is just unbelievable. Wow.
What a run you've had, man. That's tremendous.
What an exciting moment, right?
What a way to start, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the cool part is, you see guys that are getting, cuts in newspapers and stuff like that. So now for Civic Media, I cover the Packers, the Brewers, the Bucks, the Badgers for our 21 stations with updates of what's going on. But, don't come to me with the sports trivia stuff. Let's just talk about some of the personalities and the players, because that's really, at the end of the day, that's what makes a big difference as to who's going to be, whether you're Patrick Mahomes and winning again, or you're Aaron Rodgers and Lord knows where he's at this weekend.
Well, that's true.
What is the latest on Aaron Rodgers? Did they find him? Is he made any statements in the last 24, 48 hours?
The team made any statements?
Yeah, the New York Jets have a mandatory minicamp. They could have had it last week when there was about 10 other teams that did it. But, as a player, you come in and you got a schedule and you got a contract, and there's things that, attached to that schedule and contract. So, Aaron has made millions and millions of dollars, but, the coach, Robert Saleh, who's a close friend of Matt LaFleur. As a matter of fact, they were best man in each other's wedding.
Wow.
They got into the NFL together. Yeah. Salah got LaFleur into the NFL with a job with the Texans years ago. So I've talked to Salah one-on-one at a Super Bowl when he was with the 49ers. He's a great guy. He's also a well-read coach. He's one of these guys who talks about hand-to-hand combat and things like that. And so, it's a good fit for Rodgers, right?
Right.
When he goes to the New York Jets. And Robert says, okay, here's when our mandatory minicamp is. Same days, as a matter of fact, as the Packers and most of the NFL. And what appears to be about a week before, Aaron goes, can't make it. I got something really important going on. And let's make an analogy. Let's say you guys wrote a script, put together a play. You got some funding. You got your cast hired. You build your sets, and you're going to get into the theater in about a month. And you say, hey, guys, let's all get together for one more really good rehearsal before our show opens in a month. And your lead actor, who's got 175 lines, some long speeches in the play, says, I can't make it. I'll see you guys when curtain goes up.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
That is.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
So he just gets away with it. And what will happen when he finally comes back? I mean, will he get fined? Will he get? They're not going to do anything, are they?
Mike, the New York press. I mean, this is crazy stuff. I mean, they're attacking this guy left and right. There is no coming back from this, right?
Well, when you Aaron stood there and said, "Listen, there's no excuse if you're not putting everything into trying to win right now.
Right.
Then you need to get out of the building." And he dropped some, F-bombs and whatever when he did that. They're now taking those quotes and putting it on the front page of the New York Post.
Yeah, the Post.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I covered Aaron for 17 years. And, a close working relationship. And for most of those years, he was great about X's and O's. And, you would hear, like other players, they'd go to his house. And he might have him over for a barbecue.
Yeah.
And while he's sitting there, cooking the burgers, he would look up and a plane would fly over. And he'd say, you see that smoke coming out those contrails?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You ever wonder if those cause cancer? He has these out there kinds of theories.
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, now he's put on a headset and he talks to Joe Rogan and he gets into every he was a big endorser of Bitcoin. How did that work out? It's just how do the Mannings make this look so easy to just show up and be spokespeople? And I mean, a guy's entitled to an opinion and to make it think, but for some reason he just keeps on finding ways to go way out of bounds off the field.
So he sent out these signals early on, and people could have seen this coming eventually, right?
What, that he was going to be gone?
Yeah, that he kind of, had these conspiracy theories floating around in his head. Right, Mike?
Yeah, like through Mike McCarthy and through Matt LaFleur, sure.
Yeah,
LaFleur. They just say, okay, he's an interesting guy, he's well read. But then, he started doing that stuff on the McAfee show and and I don't know. The thing is, it gets weirder every year.
It does.
That's the head scratch.
Is he going to lose any of these endorsement deals, like with State Farm or anybody else that he's?
He already did.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay, I missed that. Yeah. Wow.
But Pavea Health up in the Green Bay area.
I don't know if you missed this, though. I just mentioned that he is an executive producer for his production company, Awkward Handshake, and they're doing a film on Kenny Washington.
I heard about that a couple weeks ago. They actually haven't written the script for that yet. Yeah. But, he's got 2 or 3 guys, and that's fine.
Yeah.
To me,
that's great.
Kenny Washington, I think, was like a running back. Might have been the first African-American football player signed by, the league then, the Rams.
Right.
And, and Aaron has also funded a lot of musicians and owned a studio. And that's all great. Great ways to put back in and to invest his money or whatever. He could have been the host of Jeopardy. I mean, he did really well.
That's true.
Why not?
Oh my gosh, you're right.
I'm serious.
The whole world's open to him.
Because he was a contestant on Jeopardy, and he beat an astronaut, David Kelly.
He's a smart guy.
And I asked him, I said, so what's the key to winning Jeopardy? And he said you show up 2 days earlier and you learn, you watch how they do it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Mike, we gotta.
Can you hold
wrap it
on
up?
and come back? We want to talk
You
about
bet.
the Brewers
Sure.
a little
Yeah.
bit, okay?
All right. More with Mike Clemens coming up on the John and Gordy Show. Volleyball. Is Brittany going to call too?
Yeah, she's here, so I don't know what.
Well, let's have her in on the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. We got Brittany Merlot here, Mike, and we're going to have her join us.
Yeah, I want to hear a little bit about the
Sounds
Brewers. We got to keep track of what's going on with them.
And Brittany, if you have a sports question or anything,
I got a quick story about the Brewers as to why they're winning.
All
Okay,
right,
great.
let's hear that.
Yep. I
All
want
right.
to hear that. Yeah. All right, we're back in just like 30 seconds or so. Brittany, can you hear us?
I can, yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's too bad. I
apologize.
feel sorry for you. By the way, if you could-
you're a sports nut, right?
I am.
Okay. If you have anything to, contribute, jump in on the conversation here. Or if you have a question for Mike.
Who sent that last text?
Which one?
The one where they're measuring the
I don't.
the eggplant.
I think that one was
the-
sent through the app. I don't know.
the cucumber.
10 seconds.
Cucumber.
Cucumber and an eggplant together, and they're measuring.
It's a
the
long story, Brittany.
cucumber.
It's a long story.
Interesting.
Sports. 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 Sports.
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM and 1580 AM, the John and Gordy Family Show. We're talking sports, but before we get to Mike Clemens, I want to get to Brittany Merlot. She is here,
Yep.
and she's got late-breaking news about the horrible weather that is on its way to us. No, that's not happening, right?
No, it's not going to be horrible. It's going to be hot.
Oh, that's
Over the
late-breaking
weekend.
news. It's going to be very hot. Got it.
Hot and humid. Yuck.
All right.
Brittany, you want to give us a quick update on the upcoming weather here, and then we'll get back to our conversation with Mike Clemens. And by the way, why don't you join us with Mike?
Yeah,
after
you know a lot about sports. right?
Weather today looks fine around here.
It sure does. We've got a high pressure system taking over today. Sunny skies, temperatures in the mid 70s to low 80s south. We'll have a northeast breeze this afternoon, make it a little cool by the lake. But other than that, we are looking at mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, rain arriving by the afternoon, heavy rain and thunderstorms overnight and into Sunday morning.
What
I
again?
know. But after that, hey, we got some partly cloudy skies for Father's Day afternoon, and it actually looks dry, just hot and humid, near 90.
You call us Florida Light.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
All right, let's get back with Mike Clemens and Brittany. Stick
If you
around
want to
here.
chime in, or you can
Yeah.
always, ask a few
Sure.
questions. We're going to talk about the Brewers right now. Let's
Yes.
let's find out what's taking place. They had a great run so far.
Yeah, they're doing wonderful this season so far, right, Mike?
They're in first place, still 6.5
Yeah.
games ahead. And I heard Brittany talking about earlier about how hot it's going to get next week. And when I heard her say it, I thought, well, thank God we got the Packers mini camp out of the way this week. 'cause
Yes.
that wouldn't have been
Yeah, that would
much
be bad.
fun. Plus, the Brewers are on the road next week too, so it won't be like a hot house at AmFam Field next week. Brewers are in first place. They've you got 10 pitchers on the roster. 6 of them are on the injured list.
Wow.
I mean, they keep bringing up these pitchers from the minors and somehow surviving. Then they bring up a great kid named Robert Gasser in his second year, and he's got a fastball and a great pitcher, and all of a sudden he screws up his elbow, and he's out trying to see if he's going to get surgery. But Pat Murphy is doing creative things. Like the other day they're playing the Blue Jays, and they hadn't scored. It's getting into the 6th inning, and he's got Bryce Terang on first and Blake Perkins on third, and the batter is at the plate. They pulled off a double steal where Terang gets a second and Perkins steals home. And after the game, Pat Murphy, the manager, was asked, who gave the signal for the double steal? He says, we watched tape. We watched tape of that pitcher from the Blue Jays. Great fastball, but he's got a little bit of a delay. And so we thought, if we're in that situation, if there's 2 outs and we got men on first and third, let's give this a try. So the guy on first starts headed to second. That baits the catcher to try and throw him out to end the inning. Meanwhile, the other guy comes home, steals home. The guy at second was kind of surprised the ball was coming at him. He dropped it, and Terang is safe, and Perkins scores at home. I mean, Pat Murphy has got all of his assistants involved. They're watching tape. Yeah. They're stealing bases. They're doing everything they can, and they're 6.5 games ahead of the Cubs. In the meantime, with Craig Counsell, have lost 8 of their last 9 series.
They'd be a real formidable team if they had all their pitchers.
Wow.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's a great story.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned, Mike, earlier when you were talking about, getting into sports and all this. If you mentioned Channel 18, I don't know if a lot of people, with cable now, and there's no such thing as channels.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Channel 18 was like the great independent station in Milwaukee, and it was sad to see that station go. But
and it was also carried on cable, like the 5 states around the Midwest as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they would play movies. We did these little news updates. But I had relatives in Iowa and Minnesota say, "Hey, I saw you out there the other night."
Yeah, that was great.
Hey, Mike, let's switch to the NBA. So the Celtics are up 3-0 over Dallas. Where do you think that's going to end?
Well, they're in Dallas tonight for Game 3.
Yeah.
They've dominated. It's a team. The Celtics play as a team. It's not like there's one necessarily a superstar. Jason Tatum is, their leader.
Mm-hmm.
But, you have to give credit to the roster that they've put together. And they've pretty much led the Eastern Conference all year.
They're an amazing team,
the Bucks, yeah. And I think the Bucks came up at the end of the day. They probably need some younger players. I think they got old all of a sudden, just 3 years after winning the finals themselves. Of course, a bad injury to Giannis at the worst possible time towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
But, the last time the Celtics won the finals, the head coach was Doc Rivers.
Well, there you go. Brittany, do you have any sports questions or stories for Mike this morning? Anything
No, I was actually just shocked to hear about that double steal because I used to do that back in the day in softball, and I had no idea they could pull that off in the major leagues. So that was pretty cool.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
What position did you play, Brittany?
I used to play first base.
So you're pretty tall, aren't you?
No, but you know what? I'm not a lefty. So after a while, by college, I got replaced by a lefty. And you know what? That's fine. I wanted to work anyways.
All right.
I was in a media softball league, and there's like double and triple steals, but there was also a lot of beer drinking and drunk people breaking rules.
Yeah.
Well, that's what sports is all about. Beer drinking, right?
Beer drinking and breaking the rules.
Yeah,
that's it. Pretty much says it all.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
At least in Milwaukee and Green Bay. I mean, that's what you do.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good enough.
Anything else, Mike? We're not real big sports fans, but you made it interesting. And I appreciate you going after the personalities that are in sports more so than anything.
Well, probably the next big story is if and when Jordan Love gets his new contract.
Yeah.
Last night, Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback for the Jaguars, got a 5-year deal. They started him right away. He didn't have to wait 3 years like Aaron Rodgers did or Jordan Love did. They started right away. He's proved himself. I think he's like 11,000 yards already in passing. So he got a deal, 5 years, $245 million.
Wow.
$200 million of that is guaranteed, and he got $142 million of that upon signing.
Oh my God!
Who's his agent?
Wow.
Man, that's
Right?
John and Gordy.
John and Gordy need an agent like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
When Aaron Rodgers was at that same stage of his career, and he got like that first big contract after this, he got $20 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's how much the thing has changed from 2008 to 2024.
Isn't that amazing?
$180 million difference.
What, is there something called a protected player, or is there a designation like that for, like, the quarterbacks, the people they want to protect from ever leaving?
Well, I don't know if it is specific to the contract or not, but he's locked in for 5 years, so now the Jaguars can do.
All right.
And also the agents inflate this stuff because there's also other kinds of clauses where if the player gets an injury or there's whatever, the teams, they can push that money around so they can keep it under the salary cap for years to come.
All right.
But whatever, okay, your move, Green Bay Packers. You know, what are you going to offer for Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Well, Mike, thanks so much for joining us, and we'd like to have you back again every once in a while. Get us up to date on what's going on.
Someday I got to get to Madison and join you guys in the studio and
Please
look
do.
at those protests down on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we got the naked bike protest as well. So.
And Brittany, thank you also.
Thank you.
Thanks for being in on the Sportscast.
Rocker is next on the John and Gordy Friday edition of The Family Show. Coming up.
Let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show.
Ooh.
Oh, we just hung up.
State Street, where dreams come alive. Everybody's buzzing like bees round a hive. State Street, I really want to go there. Lots of happy people and a guy in underwear.
I wrecked it.
State Street, that great street.
That is great stuff, huh?
It is.
Everyone can relate.
I love that.
Next week we're gonna have Art Paul in the studio.
Is that right? What day is he
we
in?
got Art Paul coming
Tuesday.
in.
I met him at the night
right.
market last night.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's great.
Art Paul was on State Street
fantastic
last
stuff.
Well, what an unusual place to find him.
I missed it.
Yeah, he'll be here and probably sing State Street. What a great song.
That was a fun time at the night market last night.
It was.
Really good time, good stuff. Hey, we want to remind you about the Text to Win contest, the Scotty contest, the summer contest. This is the last day for it, so last chances to get these different keywords in through the day, 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., also 1, 3, 5, and 7 p.m. Those are the contest hours for the keywords.
Yes.
And the keyword this hour to text in on your Civic Media app is cheese. Cheese is the word, not grease. Cheese is the word.
What a way to close out. I love it.
Smile
Great
and
word.
say cheese. So it is a statewide contest. Text in to win. Wisconsin Dells prize packages, also Brewers tickets, and the big staycations and vacations that we're offering from Lake Geneva, also Door County, and a cabin in the woods somewhere near Fort Atkinson, way out in the middle of nowhere with a pontoon boat that you get to use.
I understand they
Fun
provide
stuff.
chainsaws and masks.
That's what they provide.
It's a little reenactment out there.
So
John, is that what recreation you like to do in the woods?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Anyway, cheese is the key word.
Battery
for this
operated
hour.
chainsaw, by
Good
the way.
luck to you. Hey, guess who's with us? Rocker has joined us in the studio as he does every Friday morning. Good to see you, man.
What's happening, guys? Thanks
You
for
are.
having me on.
Max Inc.
You are.
Radio.
Yeah.
Max Inc. Radio. We got a lot of good stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Dana for Dane, she's running for Dane County Executive, and she's having a big party coming up Sunday, June 23rd at the Crucible called Dana for Dane. It's going to have live music, comedy, drag circus, burlesque, and more. So we're going to talk to Dana. We're not going to talk politics. We're going to talk about burlesque and comedy and drag circus.
Really? That's fantastic. We have her as a guest.
We're talking to her on Monday, actually.
On Monday.
Oh.
So we'll talk about burlesque and
burlesque and live music.
Sure.
And then Joe Marsden, he's actually playing tonight at the Gamma Ray, opening up for Iron Plow and 88 Dynamite. So we'll be talking to him tomorrow night because he has new music out. And Bodachita, we'll be talking to the band from Lake Geneva, and they're going to be playing next week at our June 21st for the Make Music Madison stage that Max Inc. Radio, Civic Media, 92.7 are putting on. So it'll be great to hear them. And we'll actually hear a song from them in a little while. I have one. And Live in the Lair, 9 p.m. tomorrow night, Saturday night on Max Inc. Radio with Graham Marlowe. He's from the Lakeview Trio. He's going to be doing a solo. He's a Madison-based keyboardist and synthesizer graffiti artist, instrumentalist, solo guy. It's going to be pretty crazy. A lot of good stuff, kind of a lot of jamming. And Max Inc. After Hours with Rob Roberts after that. And then we move into Max Inc. Sunday. Jimmy K spins local music, Indie 45 show with Shane Christopher Neal, and that's out of Niagara, Canada. That's somebody else's local music. And then John's favorite, Max Inc. Americana, Sunday and Monday mornings, 4 to 6 a.m.
Love that show.
So that's what's happening on Max Inc. Radio.
Jam-packed weekend.
That's right. Hey, we were talking last week about Marta Hansen, the piano gal, and she was live in the Lair. And, of course, we record those. We do video.
Yes.
And then Terry Barr writes a great story about it, puts it on the civicmedia.us website.
Gets an award.
And so you can actually see the video to this song. If you go up to civicmedia.us, click on the article about it. She is going to be playing Thursday, June 20th, Marta the Piano Gal, 5 p.m. in Cannery Square in Sun Prairie for the Community Art Making Project and Piano Parade. And they have a whole bunch of pianos around Sun Prairie that you can go up and walk up and play.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really neat event.
That's a nice place, that Cannery Square. It's a beautiful setting there. Yeah.
Oh, I love Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie is really just a city that's been burgeoning over the last few years, I think.
Yeah.
Tuesday, June 25th, Marta the Piano Girl, she's at Concerts in the Park. That's a sing-along at the Splash Pad at Wetmore Park in Sun Prairie. There's live music, games, food, and more. It'll be pretty fun. But I thought I would bring in a song that we recorded last week in the Lair. This was live in the Lair on Max Inc. Radio. This is the Piano Gal. This song is called Bang Bang. It's about a mother who has to drop her children off at school every day and kind of has that thing hanging over her head about, will there be shots today in the school? Right. So it's a really intense song. One thing she told me is when she played this, when she was done, she's like, I had to really try to not cry. I cry every time I play the song. But she didn't want to do that on the radio.
Right.
But every other time she does. This is Bang Bang. This is Marta the Piano Gal.
All right.
Bang, bang, did you hear it? Was it real? Did I dream it? Bang, bang, pack up your things, I love you, have a good day. Bang, bang, it won't happen, not here, not us, not you. Bang, bang, every day, getting louder, getting closer. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot 'em up. Are we sorry for inaction? For clothes?
I'm welling up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just
No, really,
it's a really an incredibly
Emotional
moving
song.
story.
Yeah, I mean
that just. Oof.
I mean, no one thinks about that. You go and how many of us go drop our kids off at school, every day.
Yeah.
And, the specter is kind of out there hanging over your head. It's the elephant in the room, right?
That's Marta Hansen. And
yeah,
she has a great little store there in Sun Prairie, too, with the pianos. And
the piano
I've been there a
shop.
few times.
I'm trying to wrap my head around the Cannery Square piano parade. I'm just... you said they have pianos all over the place. They're
There's
not
like
light,
I think 15
to carry around.
I want to say there's like 15 different pianos. They're placed.
Yeah,
and I think they're just calling it a parade. I don't know if it's.
But there are pianos, upright pianos.
Well, that people can go and sit down and play, right?
But outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if it rains or something?
You move them inside.
Yeah,
but
before the rain comes.
Do they have people to help move these things?
I'm sorry, John. I don't have these critical answers to these questions.
Yeah, I'm getting traumatized thinking about pianos.
Okay, just let that go for a minute.
John,
they figured it out.
I don't think you were there last night, but at the night market with all of the live music I mentioned, I think we've talked about it on the show before. I built a self-playing piano. And I thought it would be a great idea to bring it to the next night market. And Gordy was like, "Well, how are you gonna move it?" And I didn't have an answer for him.
Yeah.
But
they're heavy. We had one in our family when we finally sold the house up north. That we just left it there.
Yeah,
and
that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay, Thursday, July 4th. That's Independence Day for those Americans out there who are not aware. The mascot theory with...
Well, Johnson might go to Russia.
Okay, well,
Ron Johnson.
That's true.
The mascot theory. We've talked about them. They're going to be playing at the UW Memorial Union Terrace. But opening for them is going to be a band, Bascom Hill, that I haven't heard about in a while. They're a Kenosha trio. They did a lot of great things back in the 90s and 2000s. They put out a song on the Wisconsin Vinyl Collective, Volume 3 in 2020. It's a collection of previously unreleased songs from artists with strong Wisconsin connections, which you can actually find at wivinyl.com. And Bascom Hill, this is called Our Love Burning.
Would you believe? I believe I was wrong. It's alright that you're gone. Do you think you were right? Did you ever think that maybe there's no fault? 'Cause I'm watching our love burn. burning. The earth that keeps on turning, it's alright. Yeah, I'm watching my life burning. The fire and ashes fade into the night. Moving on. I guess I should have seen this coming.
That's a real nice song. Great production. Beautiful.
Great stuff.
It's a beautiful thing.
Bascom Hill. You can see him on the 4th of July with the Mascot Theory at the Memorial Union Terrace.
Sounds like
which
a
is
fun
one of
show.
the
Yeah.
best places to see bands, I tell you. Great stage.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, Friday, June 14th, 6 to 9 p.m., Teddy Davenport, he's playing at the Hop House in Verona. That's 231 South Main Street out in Verona.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy delves deep into rich tapestry of folk, blues, country, gospel, and he crafts a sound that's unapologetically honest and deeply soulful. And I know Teddy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times.
Oh, you
actually.
have?
Yeah, he played up in Baraboo, and I've seen him a little bit somewhere here in Madison. I think.
Oh, yeah. He's been around. I
Yeah.
think he kind of took off for a while, but sounds like he's back.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be a great opportunity to play a song from Teddy Davenport playing June 14th. That's actually today.
It
Hop
is
House
today.
Brewery, 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that date
That'd
is
be
cool.
Great to go out there. They have great food and excellent beer.
Really?
Yeah,
I've not been there to eat.
Yeah, it's really nice.
This is All I Can Do Is Cry. This is Teddy Davenport.
Right.
Another day, another dollar. I wonder why I bother. It's so hard to get by. All I can do is try. All I can do is try. My hand in the devil's band. I'm an outlaw, put on the stand. I've been
All right, good stuff. Really interesting voice.
Yeah, Teddy's great, and I bet you he'll be a solo acoustic tonight. My guess at the Hop House.
Yeah,
that's when he had some band. He's got a lot of great material out there.
Yeah,
I don't want to make
really good guitar players.
I kind of got the Hop House mixed up here because they have two locations, one in downtown Verona and one in Verona, but at a different location in a larger venue, and they have food there. I think the one on Main Street in Verona is they have a food cart, I think.
Oh, okay, like right across from Miller's.
Yeah,
the
right
grocery
across
store?
from Miller's. Yeah,
That's the small one.
Yeah.
And you'll have to go to Google and find out which one Teddy's playing at.
No,
we didn't know there was more than one Hop House.
It is in downtown. It's on Main Street. It's a smaller place.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I like to bring in interesting things to you guys because sometimes when I'm looking for these gigs, I find wild stuff going around Madison. And I found this thing, the ice cream boat float. The ice cream boat float. Say that 5 times fast. Lake Wingra. That's Sunday, July 7th from 4 to 6 p.m. So it's Sunday time. And you paddle out. And there's a barge out in the middle of Lake Wingra.
Oh, this sounds
and you
great.
get ice cream. Right.
That's my birthday. I want to have a birthday party out there. That's great. That'll be fun. Wow.
Madison is just a crazy place where you find these odd things happening around
That
town.
is
so cool.
Yeah, the most work you have to do to get an ice cream.
Yeah. Lose weight on the way out,
exactly.
lose weight on the way back.
Sure, why not?
And gain it all back while you're on the barge.
Exactly. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
that's going to be funny.
All right.
And let's see, we could talk about another cool thing that's happening before we get back to music, which is Tuesday, June 18th, 5 to 8 p.m. It's free. San Damiano Summer Beer Gardens. That's at the San Damiano Friary, in case you don't know where that is, over on Atwood Avenue. Cashbox Kings are playing there. So
excellent.
Right on Lake Monona. Everybody probably wonders what goes on there.
Sounds good. Back with more with Rocker on the John and Gordy Show in just a moment.
me tell you about my hometown. It's the capital of the state. I'll have to brag a little bit, but I really won't exaggerate. Big Madison, 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 that's my hometown. Madison, Madison, that's my hometown.
That is.
Yeah.
Mad Radio WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM, the John and Gordy Family Show with Rocker in the studio. We're looking at local music.
That's right.
What do we got
And
coming
Madison
up
is the music city.
It is.
As far as I'm concerned.
Local
in the Midwest, at least, it's always been. It seems like, at least since the 60s, right? And still.
I came out here in the mid-'80s, so I can only sort of comment on that. But ever since I've been here, it's been nonstop music scene. There's always been...
Where did you move here from?
Well, I went to high school out in Waukesha, but I'm originally from New York. So I'm a transplant here.
What part of New York?
Schenectady.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
no
same,
I was
same
born
town
in,
as Catherine.
Yeah, and I was born in Binghamton, New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, my God.
Okay, all right. Let's
what
get
a small world.
I know, and we both probably have the same experience of coming out here and saying, what is a bubbler?
Yeah, exactly.
I still don't know.
Yeah.
All right, the Material Boys. I don't know if you've heard of these guys. They've been around for a long time, but they are...
Material Girls. I've seen them, but
they're bluegrass, right?
Okay.
They got a lot of beards and stuff, but they play Madonna songs.
Oh,
no
that's
kidding.
And they have some of
what
their
a great idea.
Oh, I love that.
And so so they're playing Thursday, July 11th at the Memorial Union Terrace. A lot of terrace shows happening right now. And they're back for their third year in a row for that. It's bluegrass gone crazy, original bluegrass, playing for your favorite Madonna songs and originals. So they do a lot of originals as well.
I cannot wait for this.
Well, we're gonna what's your favorite Madonna song?
Well, it's obviously Like a Virgin, the very first one. So
he scored.
Oh,
wow. Oh, let's hear it.
Okay.
This is the Material Boys, Like a Virgin.
Whoa, I made it to the wilderness, somehow made it through. Didn't know how lost I was till I found you. I was big, incomplete, I've been had. I was sad and blue, but you made me feel. Yeah, you made me feel shiny and new, like a virgin, touched for the very first time, like a virgin.
Really, truly.
That's amazing.
This is a gem.
What a great, wonderful thing.
The Material Boys, Thursday, July 11th at the Memorial Union Terrace. I can guarantee they're a lot of fun.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
We should go to that one. Yeah.
I want the CD.
I'll get you a song.
Okay.
Tonight, Friday, June 14th from 8 to 11 p.m., it's the all-new, brand-new Gamma Ray Bar, 121 West Main Street. Tonight, it's Marsden Iron Plow at 88 Dynamite. That's a Civic Media 92.7 FM event for Max Inc. Radio Concert Series. And so I'll be playing drums for Iron Plow. If you want to come down, we go on at 9 o'clock. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a really good time tonight.
Yeah, sounds like
that
fun,
bar
yeah.
is always a great time. I thought I'd bring in another 88 Dynamite tune because we've heard some of their other stuff, but this one is called Bright Tomorrows. 88 Dynamite playing tonight at the Gamma Ray Bar.
All right.
There's a good man. What could be better than this? Rocking with friends, a night that won't end, and a warm and tender kiss. And I wanted a world with a more bright tomorrow.
Eddie 8 Dynamite has a song called Bright Tomorrows.
Good stuff.
That is actually a really great poppy song. I love that thing.
Oh, he's a Tim Butt Sexy. He's a great songwriter.
Yeah.
He's a guitar player and singer. Let's keep moving here. This coming Friday, June 21st, from 3 to 9 p.m., it's Make Music Madison here with Civic Media, Mad Radio 92.7 FM, and the Max Inc. radio stage at Make Music Madison. So it's at the top of State Street at the Forum, which is 104 State Street. We've partnered with Make Music Madison, Dane Arts, Music Makes a Difference, Civic Media, and Ian's Pizza. And we'll have Brian Bethke starting at 3, Sarah, Katie Scullen Band, and Boda Cheetah. I promise you, I have some Boda Cheetah. They're a funk psychedelic rock fusion band out of Lake Geneva, and they're really good. They do funk, rock, jazz, fusion, bluegrass, all kinds of influences. So let's make sure we hear this. This is Boda Cheetah, Highway.
You can run, you can't hide, burning from the inside, swallowing all my pride. Well, I'm losing my damn mind. Up and down, here we go, coming in from down below. Insane, I don't know, but crazy, that's for sure. I am on the highway, I'm coming in sideways. You can't follow my trace.
I'll tell you what, any song with highway in it, I'm usually a big fan. So I like it.
Yeah, they got the funk going on.
This is going to be so fun. They're going to go on around 7:45, right here at the top of State Street.
Right,
you
just
know,
a block away.
We got to
We're
make
going to be there.
Yep, June 21st.
All right.
That's
Sounds
3 to
good.
9. That's the Max Inc. radio stage at the top of State Street.
Yep.
We're just about out of time. Max Inc. Radio Weekend. Don't miss it with Rocker.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to do it for John and Gordy for this Friday and for this week. We will be here bright and early Monday morning.
Are we?
Yeah, I think we're back.
fantastic.
Pretty
We'll try to
sure.
get up to
Last
that.
I know.
All right.
Okay, 6 a.m.
Yes.
See you Monday.
Love that.
Have a great Father's Day weekend.
Yes.
Be nice to your
yes,
dad.
Father's
okay?
Day. I'm a dad. I hope
me
they're
too.
nice to me.
So long, everybody.
40 in the morning. As we were saying, let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show.